Oh, hi. I guess you came down here because I invited you to come and have a little look at what life has been like here in 61 for most of the last 20 years. Well, if you come along with me, I'll show you some of the things that have been real special about being here just on the lake. You know, the greatest thing has really been living right next to this creek. Sometimes the water's high, but for most of the summer, it's just this little trickle that gives the greatest sound to live by. Come with me for a few minutes and I'll give you a few highlights of what daily life has been like in here, okay? Here's the room where I spend probably half my day, beginning of each day and the end, of course. And what's great about it is that it's got this nice window out here. It looks out onto the forest and the fresh air comes in. This window's broken, it doesn't close all the way now. Let the next guy fix that. And then I got my TV and the desk and clothes and some books and tapes and a little corner here for sitting. Here's the drawers where I keep some stuff like my stopwatch, and this one has some spare shoelaces for hiking boots, and here's where I keep all the warranties for all this stuff, VCR, Hibachi. Save up my quarters so I can go to the laundromat. And over here, these are just some files and stuff. Someone gave me this IBM, little IBM thing, says Think. And over here, keep socks in this drawer and t-shirts in this drawer. And shirts and sweaters down there. Catalogs, spare shawls, collection of videos, Mr. Peanut Bank for storing up quarters, and papers and books and receipts from all these years. It's good to keep those receipts. And some photos and calculator. And sometimes I like to pump a little iron. Cut. Every day I do spend some time in this little corner here thinking about these things. Usually it is a time of reflection and contemplation. And then other times it's just like being at the office. Hello? Yes. Can I call you back on this? Okay. Just a few minutes. Well, maybe an hour or so. Okay. Bye. Here's one of my bulletin boards, and I've got this nice graphic ephemeris here that sort of tells me what the planets are doing all over the, throughout the year, and I can see, where my planets. Gives me a little way to predict the future, maybe. And here's a notice about an exhibit of this guy's drawing stuff, real interesting thing, and some cartoons, and notice about stuff, and some stamps, and all that kind of thing, and ticket to the Exploratorium. This is the special paint job I put in the bathroom here. I made it all blue, and then I started spattering it with some of the colors. I tried slinging things at it. And what I found out is that the best thing is a toothbrush. I thought, what makes stuff spatter in the bathroom? And that's just a toothbrush like this. I don't use this one actually anymore because, I used it to spatter some. So, why not come with me now and I'll show you the ironing board. The ironing board I was telling you about. It's really great having this just right built in. You don't have to worry about where it's going to store you. They don't do this anymore in these modern apartments. But it's got this one that you can iron your pants and your shirts, late for work. And then it's also got this little one here, which is really great for ironing the pants of very short people, or at least part of it. And then when I'm having a party, I like to turn on these Christmas tree lights in here. And it has these great faucets, unambiguously, H and C, no mixing things up. You get hot water or you get cold water. And you don't have to worry about, is it lukewarm or warm enough, whatever. And then plenty of room to have pots and pans and all that. Here's a nice window. Paul put this window in, this window he got from Point Arena. And then there's this tree out there that I got from Skyline in 1971, and you go out there, you can count the branches and see how many years it's been since then. Okay, this is my other kitchen. And what's really great about it is that it's got a... you want some tea too? Okay. It's got a skylight up here. And I don't know if you can see this. See, there's a little skylight up there. And it's a really nice thing to have in a kitchen, because in the morning the sunlight comes through here, through the windows, and I see the bamboo, and during the winter all these trees are have no leaves, you know, and I can see all the way across to the golf course across the creek. So anyway, this is my kitchen, and in the morning this is where I spend my time, and I always have a little buttermilk in the fridge, and half and half, and some yogurt. And, I've been into these whole wheat tortillas a lot lately too. And Tom's watermelon down there. This freezer unfortunately doesn't freeze. I've been trying this Seneca 100% natural grape juice on site. I've had this painting ever since it was completed in about 1973. It was done by Karen Hill when she was living in San Francisco on Russian Hill. She was a painting student at the Art Institute, and she had this view out of her place across the bay and Mount Tam and these other mountains, and blue sky above. And ever since I've had it here, it's been absolutely tireless. That is, I never get tired of it, and the room really even seems claustrophobic without it. Or here's the other half of my house. I've been renting this for a couple of years now. And this I use as kind of a studio and workspace. And up here some Polaroids that shot around here, worked on. This aqua floor was painted by Cleo Huggins, who was the last other person to live here. And it's concrete, so what it's good for is I use it for practicing my tap dancing. All those chugs and railroads. Before you go, there's one last thing I want to show you down at the creek. Come on. Actually, all I wanted to show you was just how nice it is to be here down in the creek bed and by the water, where it's quiet, just the running of the waterfall.